from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Jones on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The open man is short. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12. At the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
On second down, it's Bryant. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now Jones. That'll be complete to Breida. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's got room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
10. Dolphins, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Jones flushed out right. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. He'll run it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offense retains possession.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 1.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd and 5 now. Jones, they'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
4 yards.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Dolphins, nothing.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down the middle. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
24-yard gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Bryant, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. On third down, it's Bryant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Now 4th down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught, Shepard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Jones off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. And that one goes goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
39-yard line.
Second and 11. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
29-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They're going to look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Troy Apke. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Young on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Bryant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
He was brought down by
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They'll try the left side. It's Bryant. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
For the running back.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
Hey, get in there and get what you want, G. Get in there and get what you want, boy.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Jake Elliott on 4.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 78 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st down, it's Bryant, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
32-yard line.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Bryant, and he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st down, here's Breida. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Back to throw. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
For a Miami Dolphin.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll run on 1st down. Bryant. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bryant, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking long for his tight end read. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
This defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That's out to the left and complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down now. It's Bryant, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, it's Bryant, and he'll get this down only to about the 46.
For the running back.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Bryant. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bryant. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire, but in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance, but it's just not meant to be.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Taken down right at the line.
We got a plane to catch.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Dolphins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.